Hurry up, I'm hot to go. HOTTOGO. You can take me hot to go. Jeffree Star meets Trisha Paytas for the first time in 5 years. Oh, Jeffree Star. What are you doing now? Hi, everybody. Hello. We are back again. So hype, so lit, adrenaline. I'm Shangela. Oh, wait, no, she's canceled. We gotta be somebody else. All right, what's the tea? Why is my Twitch not working? What's the tea? Come on. I mean, maybe it just hasn't loaded yet. Are you not streaming on Twitch? I mean, I had it go live. I had it set to go live on Twitch. I don't know why it's not working. Beats me. I don't know why it's not working. I enabled it. I swear, Streamlabs has a mind of its own. It really does. It has a mind of its own. I guess what I could do is I could open up OBS and then stream it from OBS in addition to, so I could like, no, I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Yeah, Twitch didn't work. Okay. Well, today we are going to be doing Ms. Amberlynn. Oh, wait, it's working. It's working. Hot diggity. Twitch is working now. I think. Can someone confirm for me? Can someone hashtag confirm? Okay, Mandy confirmed. Awesome. Awesome possum. Okay, today we are going to be checking out Amberlynn's latest upload. She has decided to grace us. I almost said disgrace. She has decided to grace us with an upload during her extended absence. We're going to be getting a little bit of clarity, closure, and transparency on why she has been not around for as long as she has not been around for. So we're going to listen to what Girly Pop has to say. I just want to tell y'all. I want to tell y'all right off the bat here. Girly Pop looks different. We all knew that this was going to happen. We all knew that Girly Pop was going to Girly Pop. Well, I mean, she may not have Girly Popped quite yet, but she is well on her way to Girly Popping. So, it's a shame to see. It's definitely a shame to see. I don't like to see Amberlynn in this situation. I have been very vocal since the beginning of this relationship about how I don't approve. And I know that Amberlynn would rather tell me, you know what you can do with your approval. But I don't approve. You know, obviously I'm not Amberlynn's biggest fan, but I obviously also don't wish ill will for this woman. I don't want to see her UPS overnighted to an early grave. So I want to see her get away from this woman because I think that this woman is dangerous. I think that this woman has urges and tendencies and fantasies that are very sinister. And Amberlynn is just a plaything. She is just another nail in the coffin. I mean, but at the same time, Amberlynn is an adult. She can make her own decisions. If she thinks that living with this woman in Wisconsin is good for her mental health and it's good for her, as a 500-pound person, then that's her prerogative. That is her prerogative. Lorelai. Hey, Lorelai. Thank you so much for coming back for a 4th month. Nice to see your name pop up. Been a few weeks. How you been, Lorelai? Thank you, thank you. Hope you've been well. I have been well. Thank you for saying that. No one wants to see all of that, Amber. Definitely an interesting wardrobe choice for today's video. Do we think that she's copying me? Do we think that Amberlynn is trying to be in her tank top era? Is she trying to be a tank top girly pop? I'm not sure. Maybe this is her kind of leaning into the joke. Maybe she says, well, everybody's assuming that I'm gaining, so I might as well let them, I might as well let them have it. I might as well give them what they came for. So I guess, I don't know. If she were really trying to put this under wraps and hide it from us, maybe she would come on in a turtleneck. Oh my God, wouldn't that be hysterical if Amberlynn came on in a turtleneck? I mean, honestly, if she wore a turtleneck, that could hide any and all hickeys and any and all throats. So I think that the turtleneck here could have a multi-purpose situation type deal in it. She's looking rough. I mean, obviously, just by, the disheveled makeup, the hair, and everything else, Amberlynn is not doing too well. And typically, when we see Amberlynn look a mess, it's usually because a mess is occurring on the inside as well. So I would wager to assume that Amberlynn's mental things are scary at the moment. And we're going to dissect into the why today. She's been rapidly aging, not gaining. Yeah, Retin-A can only do so much, I guess. I mean, the one benefit to being fat, I guess, is the fat pushes your skin out, so you don't have as many wrinkles. You know what I mean? But in this case, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't take care, or maybe she does not reap that benefit. Nikki, thank you. Can you show the Chantal Bull clip? I don't watch her content, but I want to understand the reference. It's not Chantal that says that. It's actually Amberlynn that says that. It was a video from this past summer where it was like, oh God, what was the name of it? It's like, I hate you guys. What was the name of the vlog? You people are awful. Oh hell, where is it? We broke up. Which one is it? Can't believe I'm sharing this. Addressing the rumors. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Hi guys, I look like crap because I feel like crap. I'm missing. Now my ex, we are not together anymore, and this is not true at all. Like, it's not surprising. That's literally what people do. That's what they've done my whole freaking YouTube career. And for these people to act like they care about me now, yes, I know there are thousands of you who love me and support me and want to see me happy. And I appreciate those messages. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, I feel it. But all of these people who act like they care about me and they're worried about me, bull. Like, you guys have never wanted to see me happy. There are so many of you who...
So that is the reference. When we all in the chat say, bull, that's what we're referring to. No one in the history of the universe has ever wanted to see Amberlynn happy. That's just it. And if you do, and if you say you do, bull. Oh, gosh. Thank you for that, Nikki. Tender Slug, hey, not the marriage proposal. I thought he was going to ask you to co-sign a loan or something. I choked on my full sugar Diet Coke laughing. Full sugar Diet Coke. I love it. Glad that you were able to listen to my scary story on the other channel. Thank you so much, Tender Slug. Alyssa, thank you for becoming a member. Thanks for allowing my mother to believe Chantal is a large nun and Amber is her without a hijab. He love you. Amberlynn and Chantal are the same person. Just without a hijab, it's Amberlynn. With a hijab, it's Chantal. But it's the same person. They're duping us all. They are duping us all. They have seriously pulled one over on us. Oh, gosh. Aubrey, thank you. So glad I caught a live first super chat. Thank you so much, Aubrey. Aubrey Plaza. Good old Aubrey Plaza coming in. Who would have thought that Aubrey Plaza watches Girl World? Thanks so much for always making me laugh. I love our little Girl World community. Well, I am glad that you are a part of it. Thank you so much, Aubrey. Heart hands to you. Glad you find Girl World entertaining. Thank you, thank you. Jordy's headphone dent. Thank you so much for the bits on Twitch. Is it still there? Is it still there? Can you see it? Kinda, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, your Beezer subscription ran out, Earn? No! Ah! Well, you're going to have to keep watching Foodie. Maybe someone will send in some gifted ones soon. CC Viz, I'm going to be a part of the replay gang this stream because I'm watching Taylor Swift's final US show. Love you guys. Oh, boy. Taylor Swift's final show. Oh, boy. I swear, I mean, did y'all see the video of, oh hell, what's his name? The brother, Travis's brother. That was maybe one of the dumbest videos I've seen this whole year. I see some pretty, clearly, I see some pretty stupid shit on the internet. But I mean, walking up to a 6'3", 300-pound shit brick house and calling his brother's girlfriend the F slur. Like, first of all, that doesn't even make sense to call Taylor that word. Second of all, are you really that stupid to walk up to someone like that and talk your shit? Do you think that real life is also like, oh, Instagram comments? Like, oh, I can speak to this person the way that I speak to people behind a fake avatar. Nothing will happen to me. The brother smashing the phone. Yeah. I hope that he isn't forced to replace that phone. I hope that whoever did that, I hope that they have to you know what? I hope that they have to replace their own phone, and I hope that they don't have Apple Care. Freaking idiot. Frickin' idiot. Ugh. Sorry about that. Had to open up a window. He called Travis the F word? No. He called Taylor the F word. He said, "How do you feel about your brother dating the F word?" Like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, gosh. It was offensive because he called Travis the slur. I thought he called Taylor the slur. But regardless, that's it still doesn't make sense. It's like either way, if you call her the F word, if you call him the F word, it doesn't make sense. Oh, gosh. You know, it's like you overuse that word and you use it in the wrong context. It's then, you know, when it's in the right context, you can't use it as a slur anymore. It's You fixed the chair blanket? No, it's still a little bit fuzzy. I mean, obviously you guys can kind of see it right here. It's not perfect. What I think I need to do is, I think I'm going to return the chair blanket, the cloak of invisibility. I think I'm going to return it, and then we're going to do green screen, cut the green screen, wrap it around my chair, and then we'll have green screen chair and green screen behind me. So I think that that's what we'll do. I think that that'll work better to get rid of this like little fuzziness. It's annoying. Katie Bird has come in hot, swooped in. with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Can we get some bird emojis spammed in the chat? Thank you so much for modding this lovely Sunday evening, Katie Bird. I really appreciate you doing all that you do for my community. Thank you, Katie Bird. Let's show our appreciation with some bird emojis for Ms. Katie Bird. Fellas, is it gay to date a woman? I guess so. I guess so. I guess it is. Scott Casellas, thank you so much for 2 months on Twitch. Appreciate your Twitch Prime. Thank you. Frantic Yak. Hi, Frantic Yak. Hi, Jordy. It's my birthday today, and I just realized you're only a couple months older than me. Oh, you just turned 28, huh? You made it out of the 27 club, huh? Wasn't sure if I was going to make it out, but I did. Can we get some yak? Is there a yak emoji? There's got to be like a buffalo, or there's got to be some type of something. But I mean, for the Frantic Yak, Jeffree Star riding a yak sticker, can we get some type of buffalo / yak / some type of animal that relates to a yak emoji in the chat for Frantic Yak's birthday? Happy 28th birthday to you, Frantic Yak. I appreciate you being here. All right, y'all. How about we get started? Let's start this. It's a 20-minuter today. You know I can talk. You know I'm going to have a lot to say. So let's get started with Girly Pop.
Hello. Welcome to a new vlog. I know I like to point out the obvious, but my hair is a mess. She is super frizzy, and I have a lot of hairs growing back from when I lost a lot of hair from when I was crimping and whatever. I do have a lot of hairs growing back, so that makes it even more frizzy. Hello, welcome to a new video. Can you guys believe it? Because I don't even know if I can. So I actively don't know where my tripod is, so I'm gonna sit you guys on some markers. We have a little wetness right here because I just refilled the animal's water. So on days that Tommy works,
I have a little bit of water on my boob because I just refilled the... Why would you film for 30 seconds, put it on pause, and then... Unless she meant that before she sat down, she did it. I don't know. This is off to a hectic start. Very hectic start. The hair's crazy. It's going in all sorts of directions. But Girly Pop does take the opportunity here to let us know that her hair is luscious. It is growing in all sorts of directions. And the hair that she may have lost from the past, from crimping, or what she describes as crimping. A lot of you have been up in arms about that, saying that it actually wasn't crimping, whatever it is she was trying to accomplish. Well, her hair's back, and she's no longer doing whatever that was.
Especially I have the same morning routine. I'll wake up, take the dogs out, refill cat food, dog food, water. It's just
she doesn't do any of this. She takes the dogs out. Now, she said dogs plural, so I'm going to assume that there are dogs other than Twinkie there. How do we feel about that? A senior dog being thrusted into a new environment. Dogs plural. So I guess that Emily has dogs as well. I don't believe for a second that Amberlynn is the one that takes them out. I think that prior to Emily going to work, I think that she takes her dogs out, and then Amberlynn says, oh, well, can you take out Twinkie too? She just needs to go TT. She just needs to go out real quick and go TT. Would you mind taking her out too? Amberlynn making a special trip to take Twinkie out and Emily's dogs. Fat chance of Amberlynn taking Twinkie outside to take a shit. Even bigger, morbidly obese chance of her taking Emily's dogs out. Emily strikes me as the type of person that has big dogs. You know, she doesn't really strike me as a Pomeranian or Maltese kind of Girly Pop. She strikes me as someone who would have a Black Lab or a Great Dane or something like that. So I would wager to say that Amberlynn, in addition to being lazy, would also pull the excuse, well, if that dog gets away from me, I won't be able to do anything. I mean, if that dog pulls me and I fall on the ground, I mean, one, I won't be able to get the dog, and two, I won't be able to get myself up. So, I mean, she already has an artillery's worth of excuses as to why she wouldn't be able to take out the pets, in addition to being lazy. There's no way that Amberlynn is taking these dogs out.
Every day, just my go-to. They say that it takes 21 days to form a habit. I can see that being a thing for sure. It's just back at home in Oklahoma, like my routine is just a little bit different. So having to form another routine, you know, here in Wisconsin is a little hard because it's like I lived alone for a full year. So now it's like different routines for different places. By the way, I'm actually working on the Camaro. Oh, wait, I told someone that I was doing the Corvette. What is it called? I don't do cars, but this is a Camaro.
Yes, as we all know, Amberlynn does not have a driver's license. She doesn't have plans to have a driver's license. She figures that she has made it to almost her mid-30s without having to have a driver's license. What's another 10 years or however long Girly Pop has until her series finale? I almost said Caesar salad. Oh my God, what's going on with me? Certainly not a Caesar salad. Really very annoying, thank you. She's been rapidly aging, not really gaining. You sure about that? I think it's a little bit of both. I don't know. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin gave me a call earlier today, and they said it's both. So, just saying. Miss Capulet, Victim Lynn has joined the chat. Heads up, this video is everything we've heard before. Sending love. Oh, Miss Capulet. I am fully aware that we are in a cycle. I'm fully aware that every video is just a slight iteration of something that we've already heard before. But it's Girl World. Same shit, different day. Just, you know, with modifications.
Oh, I told someone I knew you guys were gonna fall. I knew it was gonna happen. I saw on Instagram that I was doing the Corvette, but no, I'm doing the Camaro. I'm sorry, I got my cars confused. Look at that. And then I also completed the Mona Lisa. Isn't that so cute? I feel like this will look good in Tommy's living room, so I was like, you can have it. I don't know what it is, like, I really wanted to be the type of girly pop that did the Legos, completed them, and kept them. But it's like, I have done so many that I feel like I need like a designated.
I don't like building things. I don't find Lego fun. I don't find it entertaining. I find it tedious. I find it annoying. But you best believe that if I am spending, how much did she spend on the Titanic Lego? It was like $400, $500. It may have been more. I don't know. But you best believe if I'm spending $400, $500 on something that I build myself and put hours and hours of time into, I'm not giving it away. I'm not throwing it away like she did with Jade last season. I mean, she built that entire fucking Titanic Lego just to throw it away. I don't know. I don't know if this is more of like it's not about the destination, it's about the journey kind of thing. But Amberlynn, if that's how we're going to apply our energy, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. How about we do that with weight loss? How about we stop looking at the number on the scale? How about we stop envisioning ourselves as a Hadid sister and we start focusing on the day-to-day, one step at a time? Huh? Journey, not the destination.
Needed area, like a designated room, like a Lego room. So I've gotten rid of all the Legos I've done. I've literally done hundreds. Yes, it's a lot, but it's more so about the building of it versus the keeping of it, because it's like, okay, once I'm done with this Camaro, like, cool, it's cute, it's fun, it's fresh, but it's like me building the object is more enticing than keeping the object. But if I had the option, girl, I'd have every single Lego I've ever done.
See, why don't we apply that energy to weight loss? It's not so much about getting the figure. It's not so much about being a size 2. It's about losing the weight loss. Why can't losing weight be fun? You know? Come on. It's not so much about having the Lego. It's about building it. It's not so much about having the tight body. It's about getting the tight body. Yeah, come on. Is anyone else seeing this parallel be drawn? Just me? Just me. Losing weight could be fun. Come on. Psycorns, thank you. Jord, please watch The Substance and tell us if you think Amberlynn would still take it. The Substance? Is that a documentary or I'm confused. I'll have to look into it. Thank you, Psycorns. Jordy's headphone dent, thank you again. Brooklyn, hi Brooklyn. Emily is enabling this kind of behavior. I'll go to work while you sit at home and eat. Love you, Jord. I know it's been a minute for a super chat, but I will get on my laptop and become a member again. Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you so much, Brooklyn. I appreciate you. I also agree with you. I think that this is enabling as well. You don't have to work. You don't have to upload. You don't have to do anything. All you need to do is sit your big ass on that couch, open up a bag of chips, and not do anything all day. I'll go to work. I'll take care of the bills. I'll take care of the finances. Let me take care of you. That is what goes along with this kind of fetish. I want to take care of you. I want to be your God. I mean, think about that for a second. I want to be your God. I want you to be so completely reliant on me that you do not need to have an income. You don't need to do anything. You just need to rely solely on me. It makes her feel powerful. It makes her feel important. This is what is feeding this kind of, this is how we better understand this. We have to put our mind in the same frame as the feeder's mind to understand it better.
I'd have a little museum of Legos. Like I wish, but it hasn't been that way. And like if in the future I do get like a Lego room or a spot to have all my Legos, I'm telling you, I will redo every Lego I've ever done, and that's okay. Some hobbies are expensive, and this is one that is expensive, and I'm okay with that fully. I feel like there's so much that I need.
I mean, people do a lot of stupid shit with their money. Gambling. I know a lot of people who like to gamble. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can piss away money, but I don't know. Just to buy Legos to build them and then throw them away. I mean, I kind of understand that they don't really have a purpose once they're built other than just kind of sitting around and looking cool. But still, I don't know. If I'm paying that kind of money for something just to throw it away, that just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, don't you have kind of like a sense of pride in what you built? It's like, oh, you put all that time and all that effort into this. It's like every time you look at it, you should be reminded of that. No, just throw it away. It doesn't really make, I don't know. I mean, she throws them away. She's told us in the past that she gave the Titanic, I believe the story was she gave the Titanic Lego, which I believe was the most expensive Lego she ever purchased. She gave it to Jade's cousin. I don't know if we believe that, but I don't know if she's given them away to Goodwill. I guess that would be a better way to, get rid of them, is to donate them, but I don't know. Is Amberlynn taking the time to donate all these? Probably not.
Need to like explain and talk to you guys about, and it's just like too much to do in one video. So I don't know. I need to make a list, like not me looking around for a piece of paper. I need to make like a list and just write down, okay, so I need to talk about these points. I should do them in these specific videos because it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I think specifically for this video, like I shouldn't have to explain that I'm having mental health issues.
No, I think you should. I think you should explain. For your platform of over 200,000 people on a website that you've been consistently uploading videos to for over a decade, I think that you should kind of have to explain it. I understand that mental health is a touchy subject, but I mean, you've never shied away from touchy subjects before. I mean, you're all fine and dandy going on Instagram Q&As and talking about how often you and Tommy do it. So if you don't have any shame in talking about that on your Instagram story, I think that you could tell us that maybe you're going through a slump. Mental health is scary right now. I shouldn't have to, I shouldn't have to. You guys should just take my word for it. Yeah, that's kind of the MO. That's kind of the story of Amberlynn Reid. You guys should just believe whatever I tell you. Show Twinkie. Maybe at this point she's doing it out of spite. I shouldn't have to show Twinkie. You should just understand that she's fine. You know what would be crazy is if Twinkie's back in Oklahoma with the mom. Oh, gosh. She'd never hear the end of that. Julia, thank you so much. Been a frugal girl lately. I gotta tip my main man. Love you, Jordy. This Amberlynn era is taking weird turns. I think the new video's target audience is one person, Emily. It's like Amber needs Emily to see how much she's struggling while the feeder is at work. Interesting. I also have kind of thought that Chantal tailors her content toward what you are describing. I think that a lot of the times Chantal makes videos and says things in her videos specifically so that he will hear them because she doesn't feel comfortable saying those things to him directly. So the only other way to communicate it to him is to put it in a video because she knows that he's going to watch it. Maybe it's the same kind of thing here. I mean, we know that Emily watches Amberlynn. She's watched Amberlynn for a while. We know that Emily watches reaction channels. So maybe Amberlynn is trying to communicate something that she doesn't feel comfortable communicating to Emily. But I don't think that Emily cares. I think that the only thing that Emily cares about is Hansel and Greteling Amberlynn up. She doesn't care if she's struggling. I mean, she probably wants her to struggle. She wants her to struggle so that she can have a defeated attitude, a defeated mindset, so that she'll just be at Emily's beck and call. Oh my gosh, beck and call. Oh, Becky. She's jealous that she has no control over Emily working with other nurses and helping patients. You know what? I mean, it's just the whole topic of conversation we've been having tonight about being reliant on Emily. Maybe Emily is the one that is encouraging Amberlynn not to upload. Because if Emily makes... Sorry, let me rephrase. If Emily was making enough money prior to Amberlynn living there, she was able to support herself. She was able to support her lifestyle. She was able to support her smoking habit. She was able to pay her mortgage. If she's able to have a sustainable lifestyle on her own, she can probably have a financial enough cushion to bring in someone else into the picture. Now, I'd imagine, Amberlynn paying for the food and everything, but maybe that's the reason why she's probably been encouraging Amberlynn not to upload. Oh gosh, you shouldn't even have to upload, honey. Those people are so awful to you on that website. All it does is bring you stress. Let me take care of you. Let me be daddy. Let me pay for everything. Let me get your food. I just want you to be comfortable, sweetheart. I just want you to sit on the couch and be happy. But newsflash, Emily, girly pop sitting on the couch all day, every day, doing nothing while you go to work, that's not going to make her happy. That's not going to make her happy. We know Emily can afford brookies. What job did Jade have again? We really don't know exactly what Jade was doing, but Amberlynn told us that she had work from home jobs. I don't know. Cybersecurity. I don't know. Apparently she worked more than one job too. So something to do with tech. Yeah. I mean, that's like a very minor detail of season 5. It doesn't really contribute to the main plot. It's just kind of, whatever. She hates that she can't control Emily. Yeah. She can't control Emily, and she couldn't control Jade either. And she was able to control Beck for a while, but then Beck finally stood up for herself and moved on. She couldn't control Destiny. That's really what Amberlynn wants. She wants to be in control. but she's not in control of anyone else, and she's not even in control of her own self. So what she's realized is, I mean, Amberlynn, this person wants to be in control of you. I mean, you want to be in control of another person. This person wants to control you. So like, if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking to be in a relationship with a doormat, this is not the situation you want to be in. But as we all know, golden rule of girl world, the girls don't leave. So if this is going to end, it's going to end with her breaking things off with Amber. And I think that the way that that can be achieved is if she gets overwhelmed or she gets sick of the attention that she gets from the internet. Because that's the reason why they broke up originally. She didn't like all the attention. She didn't like all the people on the internet saying shit about her. So, maybe.
I really am. And I look back at a year ago, and I was also having pretty bad mental health issues around this time of year. I like to reflect. I'm very much a
Oh, God. Well, I was also having mental health issues this time last year. This time last year, you were just moving into your apartment. You were realizing that things with Jade weren't going to be reconciled, and you realized that you had to live on your own for the first time in pretty much ever. That's why you were having mental problems this time last year. It has nothing. This is a completely new situation, Amberlynn. Do not chalk this up to, well, I have the October and November blues, so that's why I haven't been uploading. Yeah, it's just this time of year does something to me. No, it's just coincidental, because this is the time of year that you moved to Oklahoma last year, and then this year you're in this awful situation with this awful person. So yeah, it is just a coincidence. Well, no, it's just because of October. It's just because, well, last October, last November, you didn't take like 5 weeks off like this. You didn't gain a whole lot of weight this time last year. This is different.
reflector, and I think that's why I do a lot of journaling. I reflect. I like to understand the way I feel. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's because I grew up in and out of like group homes, children's shelters, and very much.
Oh, God. She wants to come up with any reason. She wants to have any sort of excuse that isn't the relationship is toxic. I shouldn't be with a feeder. I shouldn't be in a relationship with someone that wants to Hansel and Gretel me. She is searching the inside of every crevice of her body to try to find an excuse as to why she's miserable and gaining weight. Well, maybe it's because I grew up in a foster home. See, and if you critique this kind of stuff, you look like an asshole. You see what I mean? It's like I kind of put myself in a precarious position when I say this kind of stuff, because if you critique Amberlynn having some type of mental thought or mental breakdown about her past experience in foster care, then you kind of look like an asshole. I mean, whatever. If I look like an asshole, I look like an asshole. But Amberlynn, I don't think that your past foster care experience has anything to do with why you're miserable living with a feeder in Wisconsin. I mean, you can try to draw that parallel, but I'm just not seeing it, girly pop. Little Zuki just wanted to share the good news that my tattoo artist chose me to be her canvas for a competition this weekend. Wish us luck. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's awesome, little Zuki. Good luck to you guys. I hope you win. Oh my. Thank you, little Zuki. I appreciate that. Aisha Anfus, thank you so much for becoming a member. Hey, Aisha, how you? How you doing? Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate your membership. Thank you. Little Seal Girl, living in the real world. It's so hard to get by. Thank you so much for the super chat. Not trying to trauma dump, but I got into a car accident Friday while your stream was replaying. Grateful to be here again. So what are you saying? It was my fault? So it was my fault that you got it. Oh, okay. All right. I see you. I see you. You're trying to wrap me into this. Yeah. The same reason why Amberlynn is trying to blame her recent depression and weight gain on her foster care experience. You're trying to blame me for the reason you got in a car accident. Yeah. If my stream wouldn't have been playing in the car while, okay. I see what you're trying to do. JK, I'm so sorry to hear that, little seal girl. I hope you're all right. I hope that everything works itself out with insurance, and I hope that you forget all about it. I'm so sorry to hear that. Car accidents, just so annoying. They're so annoying to deal with. CC Nags, thank you so much for those bits. Appreciate that. I almost called you Cynthia. CC. Tracy Lynn, hey, another live. Jordy, are you really in Pittsburgh? I am. Hello. Other Pittsburgher.
Much when you're in that setting, they love a good, like, let's express ourselves. Let's sit in a group, go around in a circle and express yourself. So I grew up expressing myself a lot. I grew up with so many therapists, like, because when you're in foster care, like, that's what you do. Like, you're almost obligated to see somebody on the constant.
It's almost as if she's deliberately trying to blame other variables than the variable that's staring her right in the face. Feeder. Toxic feeder-girlfriend relationship. That is what is causing Amberlynn's recent strife. But Amberlynn wants to shove her head in the sand. She doesn't want to see that variable as bad, because if she sees that variable as bad, that means that she would have to get rid of it. And if she has to get rid of it, then she won't have a girlfriend. And if she doesn't have a girlfriend, then she really doesn't have a purpose in living. I don't understand why having a girlfriend is paramount to Amber and Chantal. I really don't. I mean, not a girlfriend for Chantal, but having a partner. Why is that the end-all be-all? Why is that the most important thing in their life? I don't get it. Amber, this has nothing to do with foster care. I understand that kind of stuff shaped you into the person that you are today. Well, that might have not been the best choice of words, but it made you into the person that you are today. But eventually, I mean, you got to realize that your decisions, and they're just piss poor. They're just awful. I mean, you shouldn't be in a relationship with someone like this. I mean, hundreds, if not thousands of people are all seeing this from an outside point of view, and they're all telling you the same thing. This doesn't have anything to do with your foster care experience. But she wants to blame the foster care experience, because if she blames the foster care experience, she can do the mental gymnastics into rationalizing why she should stay in this relationship.
And so I'm very accustomed to expressing myself, but, like, I'm not very accustomed to people actually caring. And that's, like, the sad reality. Like, there are good foster parents out there. There are good foster situations and group homes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was in a good group home. Like, it was an all-girls group home. I was there for about 2 years, and still to this day, there are girls I lived with there that I still communicate with, and staff members. That was a good point in my life. It truly was. But the children's shelter, no. I had fun times there. It was like slumber party constantly.
Foster care made me fat. If you really try to simplify it down, that's kind of what she's trying to do. If you really bring it down, if you really boil this conversation down, that's what, yeah.
But the staff there, they didn't care. It didn't feel like they cared. They were there to make their money, and that was that. So it's like, yeah, I was taught to express myself, but no one ever heard me. No one ever was actually listening or caring. And that's just, like, kind of how I feel too sometimes with, like, YouTube, is like, I'll sit here and express and explain. And it's like, is anyone actually listening? Is anyone actually hearing me?
Absolutely we are. Oh, we listen to you. We listen to you a lot more than you think we do, Amber. Yeah. The difference is, though, anytime that you get criticism, or anytime you get people sharing their own experiences in life, or talking about how they beat their, you just take that as a personal attack. Oh, well, this person is telling me that I need to stop feeling sorry for myself and I need to get on a treadmill. Yeah, that's not the nicest way to say it, but I mean, if you boil down that argument, what are they really trying to say? The light, I mean, you know, you've said recently how you don't like tough love and everything. So, I mean, I don't know how to help someone like you at this point, because tough love doesn't work and soft, gentle love just enables you to be more lazy. I mean, I don't think that there is a Goldilocks in the middle, just right kind of love that will enable you to lose weight. I think that you're lazy. I think that you need to always have an excuse for something. I mean, really, I mean, the only way that I mean, I've said this time and time again, but the only way that she's going to lose weight at this point is with medication or inpatient. She's not going to do inpatient because she's not going to admit herself into it because she can't give up control. So really, I think that the only type of intervention for Amberlynn that could work is the Mounjaro or whatever the hell. Jordy's headphone dent, thank you. Mel, hey Mel, I'm replay gang, but I made it this time. Just came back from an 8-hour shift. Amber could never. Love you, Jordy. Take my super chat V card. Hey. Whoa. Amberlynn could do an 8-hour shift, and she has done 8-hour shifts. What do you mean Amberlynn could never? She's had several jobs in the past. I don't know what you mean, Mel, but thank you for the super chat V card. Really very annoying. Thank you again. My great grandma used to use big as Amberlynn. Oh, my great grandma used to be as big as Amberlynn. Fat used to hang at the bottom of her skin, and she started to look really old and sick. Fat doesn't mean that you look young for long. Yeah, I think for a while it's not that puffy buoyancy. It's more so just sagging and drooping because, I mean, your skin loses elasticity and it can only hold like that for so long. So eventually it just starts to droop and hang. And yeah, I see what you mean. A good reference is recently Chantal. When Chantal, I saw this on Twitter actually. Do you guys remember in the Chantal stream where she was walking around that Halloween store and she knocked over the poster board? And she was like, oh crap. And she like leaned over to pick up the poster board and then put it back where it belonged. When she turned around from the poster board, if you looked very closely, you could see all of that hanging down, and her knee actually hits the bottom part of her lowermost roll. So she actually kicks herself in the stomach when she drops that poster board like that. It's, you know, there's a lot that you can hide behind clothes. All caps. Thank you so much for the super chat. Here's my V card. I got my boyfriend into Girl World. When I tell him updates about Amber, he calls them big Amber alerts. Big Amber alerts. Please tell my boyfriend Hunter he's the best for helping me fix my front door today. Thank you so much for that. Hunter seems funny. Hunter seems helpful and funny. You should keep him around, all caps. You should. Big Amber alerts. Oh my gosh. My phone's going to go off. You know how when you get an Amber alert, like that siren on your phone, like starts to make that loud ass noise? I should program my phone to do that whenever she uploads. I love it. Really very annoying. Lexus follows me TikTok, but only likes my thirst traps. Really? Alexis follows you on TikTok and likes your thirst traps? Oh. Wonder how... Actually, I don't know if Alexis is still dating that girl, but I wonder, you know, what was that girl's name? Does anyone even remember? I don't even know if they said her name, actually. But I wonder if... wonder how she would feel about Alexis liking your thirst traps. Also, you post thirst traps on TikTok? Interesting. Really very annoying.
Reflect back to a year ago, and I was turning to alcohol, and I was living on my own for the first time. It was just like a lot and it was heavy, and I was turning to alcohol thinking that's what was going to make me feel better, and I was just really depressed. And like I would come on YouTube and sometimes I would share that, or sometimes I would just like have a fake persona because I didn't want to be that person that would constantly come on here and be like, I'm depressed, I'm sad, look at me.
What do you mean? You're always that person. Amber, you love to trauma dump. Oh, well, I didn't want to be that person that always came on YouTube and just had negative things to say. I didn't want to just come on here and constantly complain about the way that I was feeling. That's all you do. You show off groceries and you complain. What do you mean you don't want to be that person? You love being that person.
You cry. Look at me have a mental breakdown. And I've done that a lot on YouTube where I'm just fully transparent and I cry. I open up about my anxieties. What was it that I said that people really like to bring up? Mental things is scary. In that clip, I was having so much anxiety that like the world was just heavy on my chest. And that's just a...
Girl, are we sure that's what was really heavy on your chest? Are we sure that's what was the heavy feeling on your chest? Come on, let's think about it.
Prime example of like times where I really did come on here and just like I let it all out. And I told myself that I wasn't going to do that this time, because when I do that, like it's never
do.
I'm not going to say never. I talk in a lot of absolutes, and I need to learn how not.
She can't even really keep her story straight here. She's not really even making sense. Well, then, I mean, her mind is just in 1,000 different directions right now. She doesn't even really know what she wants to say. I mean, she just said, I mean, I don't know if we've gotten to it yet, but there's one point in this video where she says, you know what, I need to jot down my thoughts of what I want to say on some Post-its. Her mind is just so mush right now. She doesn't even know what she's trying to say.
Not to do that, because not everything is an absolute. It's just how it is. There is always like a gray area in most situations. I was about to say like I was never met with like kind ears. I was never speaking to kind hearts. But that's not true. There are a lot.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm not trying to discredit or disvalue her experience with foster care. I think that a lot of people in foster care just get a half-assed childhood, a half-assed adolescence. I don't think that all people that take care of foster kids genuinely care about them and everything. But I mean, if she's trying to talk now about YouTube and, you know, people not caring about her and stuff, I mean, people don't need to care about you genuinely to be able to tell you how to get better. That's like a hard pill that you kind of have to swallow with therapy too. Your therapist is not your friend. If you're going to therapy just to trauma dump and that person acts as a sponge, that's not a good therapist, and you're not being a good patient. So, I mean, at Amber, eventually you have to come to terms with the fact that not everyone's going to give a shit about you. Not everyone's going to care about you. You need to listen to what people have to say. I mean, if you listen to 10% of what Hater Nation has had to say about you getting better, you'd be a lot happier. But I mean, you put yourself in these situations. You're right. The only one you can blame for your mental health is you. I mean, as a kid, I think that there is a lot more that you can lean on. And I think that there's a lot of fingers that you can point and you can say, well, you know, I was put into this fucked up situation and my mom did this and my dad did this. And, you know, I think that kids have that right. But I mean, in your 30s like this, Amberlynn, people have told you time and time again, don't get in a relationship with this girl. This girl's sick. This girl's twisted. This girl wants to, you know, Hansel and Gretel you. It comes to a point where you got to grow up a little bit. You got to grow up a little bit. Salsia, thank you. Now writing Sala and Alicia fan fiction. Oh, God. Two paths that I never saw crossing. Really very annoying. Thank you. Should I do it for the plot? Oh, boy. Alexis has been pretty absent in Girl World lately. I don't know, maybe you should. Vicky G, thank you so much for 10 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for contributing to the community, Vicky G. Can we get some Argentina flags in the chat for Ms. Vicky G? Good old Vicky. Thank you, thank you. Celicia, thank you again. Jorflake adopted Twinkie in the pink couch. That's where Twinkie ended up. Yes. In my and Mr. Snowflake's possession on a pink couch.
A lot of you who do watch me and care about me. And those people, like, I appreciate you more than you know. And I hear you and I see you. But sometimes it's so hard through all the noise. And that's just reality. It's truly reality. So I told myself this time, like, okay, Amberlynn, you feel yourself slowly getting into a weird, depressed headspace. And normally
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is, Amber? You're getting into a depressed headspace. Because yet again, you have decided to uproot your life. You have decided to leave the area from the only person that actually genuinely gives a shit about you to live in some random place of the United States with some person you barely know and sit in their house all day and just eat. I mean, yeah, I can imagine why that's depressing.
I would share that with YouTube. And I told myself, I'm just going to disappear instead. And I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have. A lot of you were worried. And I think that's why I went onto Instagram. It's because, like, I felt bad because it's like, I upload pretty frequently and I'm part of people.
You upload frequently? If I had wheels, I'd be a wagon.
Routines, whether for good or bad, and it's just like I just disappeared. And I think what might have also triggered it so hard is, like, I have been in, like, a high, you know, when you first fall in love and, like, things are so good and you're, like, going out and you're hanging out with friends and you're doing things that, like, you don't normally do, and you're just, like, literally having the time of your life and you're so happy. And, like, mental health, like, takes away that, like, high, that super high happiness and just, like, that great feeling. When that was taken from me, it was like I hit like a rock. I hit like a bottom. And I have done so much crying. Like, I am with Tommy. I am with someone that I love. But I feel so depressed.
That's not normal. That's not normal, Amber. I'm with someone that I love. I'm with someone that makes me so happy, but I am depressed. I understand how clinical depression works. It can be very arbitrary. Some days you can wake up feeling great. Some days you can wake up feeling like shit. I've had clinical depression for as long as I can remember. But what does make clinical depression better is the way that you choose to live your life. So if you're not leaving the house, sitting on the couch all day, or just laying in bed eating, that's not going to make your depression better. So I think that maybe it started off really good because this girl was love bombing you and you were going out. You weren't thinking about what you were eating, what you were drinking. You were just doing it. You were just having fun. And then you realized that the situation that you're in now isn't what it isn't as fun and glamorous, as exciting as it started out as. So now you're realizing that if this is becoming your everyday, it's depressed. The idea of this being your everyday life, it's depressing to you. So it's just you realizing the situation that you're in. Until Emily has to go back to work. Yeah, it was all fun and games when we were going to the casino and we were eating whatever we wanted and blah, blah, blah. Majority of depression is caused by life circumstances. Yeah. It's her intuition trying to tell her to stop. Jordy is stalking Amber in a car. It's his fault. Yeah, I have binoculars outside of the feeder's house. I'd love for her to seek therapy. The thing about therapy is therapy only works if you work. You can't walk into a therapy and act like that's just like what a lot of people do. They have the wrong expectation. They have the wrong idea of therapy. They just want to go in, they want to trauma dump, they want to bitch, and then they want to leave that therapy session thinking that they're going to feel better. That's not what therapy is. And if your therapist is just functioning as a sponge and letting you trauma dump and giving you no feedback and not giving you homework and things to work on, that's not a good therapist. And there's a lot of shitty therapists out there. There's a lot of therapists that'll just let you come in and trauma dump for an hour while they kind of tune you out and then you leave. And who knows, maybe it does help you. Maybe it does help you to kind of get that off your chest, so to speak. But that's not what therapy's about. Amber wouldn't really function that well in therapy because she's always looking for a friend. She wants her therapist to be her friend. She wants to just trauma dump. She doesn't want to be given feedback because she just interprets that as being attacked, and it's not, it's tough love. So, I mean, yeah, I'd like to see her get therapy too, but I don't think she's going to take it seriously. And it's a shame because there's a lot of people out there that would greatly benefit from therapy that don't have access to it because of health insurance or out-of-pocket costs. So for people like Amber who do have access to it and piss it away, it's just like major facepalm because there's people out there that would really benefit from it that aren't because they're not able to financially.
And it's like, it's not fair because it's like, I'm getting people on Instagram because I was doing these Q&As on there. I was getting people on there saying like, if you're so happy with Tommy, then why are you depressed? Two things can coexist at the same time. I just feel like,
I mean, if you were in a really, if you're, let me phrase it this way. If you're in the relationship that you claim to be in, if you're in the relationship that claims to make you as happy as you are communicating it to us, you shouldn't be feeling like this. I understand that depression can be arbitrary, but it also has to do with life circumstances, your decisions, your routines, your habit, the dynamic between you two. So the fact that you're depressed like this, I don't think it's all arbitrary, Amber. I don't. And if you do think that's all arbitrary, then you're pretty dense. Dawn Barn, thank you. I've never commented, but I love your content, funny and enjoyable. You make my night. Oh, thank you for the kind words, Dawn Barn. Appreciate that. Vicky G, hi Vicky again. She looks a bit bigger than the last video. I mean, guys, we called this. We called this from miles and miles away. We saw the situation on paper. We prophesized what would come in the following months, and exactly what we predicted is coming true. PP, bitch got paid. Thank you for that. It's giving dumpster diving at a truck stop. What on earth? Gosh, that'd be you'd better have a pretty good scuba suit. You would need to have a pretty good scuba suit to do something like that. Oh gosh. Ugh. Demon Pig, thank you for the super chat. Do you think Amber feels self-conscious around someone who has a proper job? She seems to be spiraling. No, I don't think it has to do with the girl having a proper job, because Jade, from what we know from Alexis, I mean, we don't know the specifics, but Jade also kind of had the same situation. So Jade made her own money. I think that it has to do with Amber not holding the keys to the kingdom. She likes to be in control, or she at least thinks that she's in control. She's not going to achieve that with this girl, because the whole premise of this girl's fetish is about control and getting your partner to rely on you 100% of the time. So Amber's losing. Well, not really, but she's losing in the relationship. I don't think it has to do with her job. It's just that Emily wants to be daddy. That's basically what this boils down to. She wants to be daddy. She wants Amberlynn to rely on her. And she just wants to, Hansel and Gretel her and kind of make her into this like helpless blob. Friday dreams. She could give the Legos to kids in hospitals, but no. I mean, I'm sure that there's a lot of ways that she could find a better way of disposing of the Legos that isn't just throwing them away. But time and effort. Aisha, thank you. Why is Amber forming a routine if she hasn't moved in with Justin Feeder? Heart hands to you. Well, she hasn't announced it to us yet, but I think it's pretty obvious that she has moved in with her. She'll announce it eventually. I don't know when that would. It could be next month. It could be January. But I mean, Amberlynn's been here almost 2 months now. She's moved in. There's no way that they're bringing her to and from Oklahoma again. There's no way they're doing that. I don't know what she's gonna do with the apartment, but yeah, no, she's there for good. Thank you, Aisha. Chevis X, hey, this video is 100% setting up that she's going to weigh in and have gained so she can blame mental things and it not be Emily's fault. Yes. Well, I was going through a really bad period of depression in October and I wasn't doing well and I was just kind of eating whatever I wanted to eat and I wasn't watching my weight and blah, 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 blah. So that's why I gained weight. That's why this weigh-in is not going my way. Not because I'm with a feeder. No. That's silly. That's ludicrous. No. It's because depression. It's depression.
Mental health isn't black and white. And it was just easier for me to live without filming my life for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. It felt safer to me to just disappear. And I do slowly feel myself getting out of this weird depressed.
Good night, Mega Pot Pie. Hope you feel better, hon.
Headspace. I do feel that. And it's just I have BPD and that's been hectic.
She's just listing it off like a laundry list. I have to film myself all the time for thousands of people just to tear my content apart. And I have depression and I'm living in a new area. And what else can I throw on this list? BPD. I have BPD. She's giving us a laundry list of reasons as to why she is spiraling without mentioning the main cause. She is trying to blame everything under the sun that isn't that feeder.
It's just been hectic. It's not fair that I have these things while I'm trying to just be happy and just live. It's not fair. And there's only really one thing I can do, and that is go to therapy.
There's only one thing you can do? Babe. There's many things you can do. Mounjaro prescription, treadmill, Planet Fitness membership. Get out of the fucking house for once. There's many things that you can do to help depression and BPD and all these other things that you're complaining about. The only thing I can do is go to therapy. No. And especially for you, Amber, you just want to go to therapy and trauma dump and not put in the work. So really, if I were to list things that could help you, therapy would maybe be number 4 or 5 on the list. There's many things that you can do.
For some reason, I'm so scared to go to therapy for BPD. I don't know what it is, but something about it really freaking scares me. And
so you would rather go to a therapist and be told all of the same things that I and the community run our mouth about every day on here for free for you to take as advice, but you would rather go to a therapist and do a whole bunch of sessions just to be told the same thing. Amber, you should listen to the community every once in a while. I know that you think that everyone is just out to get you and hates you, but a lot of what we have to say is good advice. And if you applied maybe just a fraction of it, it might help you, hon. I don't want to go to therapy because I don't want to look BPD in the face. No, you don't want to look the facts of the situation in the face and realize that you should break up with this girl.
And I think it's because it's like, it's almost as if it's like truly, truly confirming. Like, Amberlynn, you got the BPD. It's like, yeah, I was diagnosed. I experience BPD things almost daily.
Oh, guys, she's starting to piss me off. I'm starting to get a little bit angry. I'm usually able to keep my cool with her. I'm usually really in good control of my emotions, but just there's some times where Amberlynn's bullshit just really peeves me. And this is one of those instances. Samantha Madeline, thank you. I went to a comedy show in Bethlehem and I swore I saw you last night and almost yelled, Jordy, you have a doppelganger here. I don't know. Beard and glasses is a pretty common look for dudes. That's too funny, though. I was not at a comedy show last night. Thank you, though, Samantha. Sweepstakes, hey! The choker is choking. Love from Boston. The choker's doing something. The choker is doing something. I don't know if Amber's stretched out choker is currently in the chat right now, but it is definitely on the screen. Oh, boy. Twice Spice. Hey, Twice Spice. Fun fact, Emily also enjoys putting small things together to create something big and expensive, and I'm not talking about Legos. Let me read that again. Emily also enjoys putting small things together to create something big. That was creative, Twice Spice.
I feel it. I'm aware. Like, I'm cognizant of it. And
cognizant. There it was again. Cognizant. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Cognizant. Wow. I didn't think that we would see that again this season. Here it is. Jane Esther, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. I really appreciate you contributing to my chat. Hey, Jean Esther with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Jean. Is there a pair of jeans emoji? Can we get the pair of jeans emoji in the chat for Jean Esther's 10 gifted memberships? There is a pair of jean emojis. Get those jean emojis in the chat. Thank you so much for that, Jean.
I have to deal with it, but it's like going to therapy for it, like having to like stare at it, talk about it. It's just surreal, and it's not something I want to do, not something I want to experience, but it's like, that doesn't matter. It's something that I have to do, and I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing it, but it has to happen because...
You're not going to do it. And no, it isn't something that you have to do. No one's forcing you to go to therapy. I mean, that's the story of your life, Amberlynn. I should be doing this. I really do have to do this, but at the end of the day, am I being forced to? Or can I just, kick my feet up on this ottoman and continue to play on my phone and have a bag of chips? Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, girly pop. Forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do makes you grow as a person, but the only growing you are doing is the kind that you shouldn't be doing. Megan Blackendecker Becker for a 9-month subscription. Already 9 months. Make some room in the crib. Our baby shall be known as Jordy Lynn Cooney Pondu. Also, Amber, stop yapping and go to therapy, you potato troll. Oh my gosh. Jordy Lynn Cooney Pondu. Oh my gosh. That sounds like one of Nick Cannon's kids. Nick Cannon's kids have the wildest names. Like one of his kids' names is like the Fallen Messiah Cannon. I'm not kidding. Like one of them is actually named that. Jada Carter, thank you. Playing Cake Off on Roblox. The listening to you. Love you, Jordy. Preach. Cake Off. That sounds like fun. Is that like a bake-off but with cakes? How did I put that together? Wow, I'm really smart. Good luck to you, Jada. Hope you win.
I don't know. Is this seasonal depression? Now
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
Mental health.
Oh my, is seasonal depression? Is that what this is? Is that what this is? When you move in with a feeder and you're miserable? Is that what this is? You know what? Frickin' October, man. It's frickin' October. It's not the fact that I'm living with a feeder and gaining weight. No. That doesn't make any sense. It's the month of October. Yeah. It's dialing these damn clocks back. That's what's going on. Frickin' seasonal depression. Ugh.
Is like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not always understood. And I'm telling you guys, I have had some breakdowns, like true breakdowns. And this is exactly how I felt a year ago. Like, I don't know if
Two different things. If you were going through this last year, it's because of the fact that coincidentally, it's when Jade was leaving you. So you were finally coming to terms with the fact that Jade was, not going to be yours anymore. And you were moving. Moving is big for anyone. Yeah, big. Where's the big sticker? Moving is a big life decision for anyone. So yeah, obviously that was making you feel some type of way. But this is a completely different situation, Amber. Jade breaking up with you, dropping your ass off in Oklahoma, and you living on your own in an apartment is a different kind of hectic than you moving to Wisconsin to live with a feeder. Just saying. All caps, thank you so much for the super chat. Take my super chat V card. I got my boyfriend in a girl world, calls the updates. Oh, wait. That came in twice. Sorry for the double chat. Oh, okay. Sorry for the double chat. I had my bank flag my super chat purchase. Oh, okay. Well, thank you again, all caps. I appreciate that. Hunter is still awesome. Sweet Papa Stove Pie, thank you so much for becoming a member. We also have Filthy215. Thank you. Glad I was able to catch the stream. Sunday Scaries Who. Hope everyone has an awesome week. It will be an interesting week. A very interesting week. That's all I'm going to say.
it's like the change in weather, because there is a such thing as like seasonal depression. I don't know if that's like what's happening to me. I don't know. I know that like I don't want to be medicated. I don't want to be medicated. I was medicated for majority of...
I mean, medication might do her some good, but it's not going to be the cure to this problem that she has. Getting rid of the toxic variable in her life will put her on a better track. I mean, sure, you can get on Prozac. 1 Prozac a day. Emily's a CPA. Sure, you could numb the feeling. There's a lot of drugs out there that can numb the feeling. But is it going to fix the root issue? Fixing the root issue at this point, Amber, really? Do you want the key to success? Amber, do you want to be happy? Seriously, listen to what I'm about to say. Listen about what I'm going to say. If you want to truly flip your life around, dump the bitch, go back to Oklahoma, get a Planet Fitness membership, and get a Mounjaro prescription. Implement those 3 changes into your life, and magically, you will feel better. Trust me. You staying in Wisconsin to live with this girl, you're going to continue to be sad. You're going to continue to be miserable, depressed, whatever. The need to get on medication. Dump the bitch. Go back to Oklahoma. Get a Planet Fitness membership. And get a Mounjaro prescription. It'll be a year from now. You'll be thinking, oh my God. It wasn't seasonal depression after all.
Of my life, again, because in foster care, like I was diagnosed with depression at the age of 9 and put on
Oh my God. Why does she always feel the need to go back to square one? Well, I was depressed at 9 and like, what does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything right now?
Prozac, like that's crazy. Like 9-year-olds should not ever have to deal with that. So I've been in and out of medicine my whole life, and I was taking Lamictal for 5 years, because
What does this have to do with anything? I have no idea. Katniss, thank you. Compare and contrast 2019 Amberlynn to now. Well, in 2019 Amberlynn, she had all the control. I mean, you wouldn't think it because, you know, she was basically bedbound and, you know, she didn't really have much of, you know, a life. But she had all the control. Becky was her welcome mat. She was basically able to do and say anything that she wanted to Becky. So, I mean, she had, even though Amberlynn was immobile in a bed, she had all the control. In this situation, she really doesn't have much control. Emily has all the control. And when Emily has all the control, she's going to do what she wants with that power, which is continue to, you know, turn Amberlynn into this honey-baked ham that she's having her preheated for. So it's a different kind of toxic gaining cycle. Cheyenne Sakura, thank you. Pants passed away Friday and is now free from cancer. He was the best dog. Your stream is making me laugh. Thank you. I am so sorry to hear that, Cheyenne. Oh my gosh. It's never easy to say goodbye to a friend. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That breaks my heart for you. Oh gosh. I hope it's an okay upcoming week for you. Time heals all.
I was diagnosed bipolar years and years ago. So I was taking Lamictal for that. And I don't ever want to be put on medicine. So it's like with BPD and seasonal depression, like I know some people take meds for seasonal depression. I get that. Me, I kind of just like wing it. And instead of like complaining about it, I just disappeared because I knew that's what was going to happen. I was going to come on here and be like, I am so fucking happy with Tommy, but I am depressed because I am going through a depression that I seem to go through every single year. And then with BPD, it's like, there are medicines that can like help with like your mood. Like there's nothing that can like heal a BPD. Like you're not going to like be healed with medicine. It's not going to happen. I will say that like Lamictal did help with my BPD as well. I'm not going to lie, but I don't want to be medicated. And I think that's a personal choice and that's okay. So it's easier for me.
You know, it's crazy to me as Amberlynn will pop doxycyclines and other antibiotics like they're Tic Tacs, but when it comes to a health med, I'm not taking that. Or like an Advil or a Tylenol. No. I'm not doing that. Are you kidding? Or in addition to the antibiotics, I mean, she'll put anything out of any fryer within a 5-mile radius down her throat. But, you know, when it comes to a mental health med, I don't want to be medicated. Fried high fructose corn syrup, get in my belly. Mental health med, I just don't want to be medicated. Christ. Linda H., nobody wants to feel bad for me. Amber, most of us have real problems. I don't have the energy to pit a narc for a situation from 20 years ago. I know. No one cares that I was in foster care 20 years ago. No one cares about why I feel the way that I do. I mean, even if people did, even if people patted you on the back and said, it's going to be okay, honey, you would just use that to enable yourself to eat more. Nora Kanoko, thank you. Somehow this is going to come back to this is all Becky's fault. Our little Amber has zero accountability for anything to do with her health and weight. Nothing. She's not the... Why would Amberlynn be the reason that she's 500 pounds? That doesn't make any sense. Why would she be the reason why she is the way that she is? No. Clearly it's everyone else's fault. Clearly. It's clear as day. Allison B., thank you. It's been a bit since I've sent a super chat, but I'm still a daily watcher. Wanted to say I've never seen her so bad, but I wasn't here for 2019. Yeah. It's, I mean, I wasn't watching at the time at 2019. I mean, I've caught up with those past seasons and stuff, but it's a different kind of toxic with this current girl. I don't know where this is going to lead. I don't know where this is going to take us to, but it's not in a good direction. Certainly not in the direction she needs to be going in. Moonjaro, Planet Fitness, back to Oklahoma.
Me to say I don't want to be medicated. So I don't have the, what am I going to say? I don't have the option to complain, which I really do. It's like, it's no one's fault that they have mental illness. It's no one's fault. And I think that being medicated should be an option because that is serious. And I don't like medicine. You guys know that. But what I do have an...
Why, Amber? Why don't you like medicine? I mean, isn't that just crazy to some people? I mean, you know, anything under the sun, she'll put down her throat. But I mean, medication, ooh. Yikes. No. I mean, an entire fried seafood display. Yeah. Give me that. A pill? No, I don't believe in that. I don't think I should be taking that. Yeah, she'll drink an entire Buzz Bomb. She'll drink like a 32-ounce Buzz Bomb, but a pill? I don't, you guys know my stance on that. I love when people make medicine political. Oh, God. You're an awesome person, bro. Thank you. Happy to catch you live. Love you and your videos. We'll appreciate the kind words. Glad you enjoy my streams. Thank you. Really very annoying. Hey, thank you again. The only one that you can blame your mental health for is you. In some capacity. I think that people are a lot more responsible for it than they let on. I don't think entirely it's on you. I mean, it has to do with a lot of your setting, who you involve yourself with, you know, financial access, opportunity. I mean, there's so many variables. But in this case, the reason why Amberlynn's mental health is in the shitter is because she makes piss poor decisions. Katie Bird, thank you. Jordy, I sent you a message on X, just a link to check it out when you have a minute. I responded to you, Katie. I did, and I followed you back, too. Check it out. Thank you, Katie.
An option is therapy. So with BPD, therapy can very much be the main thing that helps with people with BPD. It's DBT therapy. I need to do it. Everyone and their mama and their uncle recommends it to me, and I need to just go for it. But I want you guys to know that, like, I haven't been not uploading because I'm lazy or because I don't care about you guys or because of anything like that. It started as like, okay, I'm gonna spend some time with Tommy, even though in the back of my mind, like, I slowly felt this depression coming, and it happens every year. I have to be like very cognizant of that. I have to like say that because a lot of people are like blaming Tommy for my like lack of uploads. No, she has been.
No, that would be crazy to think. No, that's absolutely insanity. Are you kidding me? Emily, the reason why I'm not uploading? Emily, the reason why I'm depressed? Are you kidding me? No. She does. She thinks the internet is just like the dumbest group of people. She thinks that we are so stupid and so blind to everything. I mean, this is the same woman that when we found out that woman is a feeder, she came on here and thought, well, okay, it'll be smart for me to say, well, if they just don't know the full story, then that's how I get myself out of this. If you guys knew the full story about why she took those pictures with Colleen, you'd be like, oh, but you'll never know the full story. She does. She thinks that you all are just the dumbest fucking people out like just beyond stupid. You guys think that Emily's the reason why I'm not uploading? You think that Emily's the reason why I'm gaining weight? A documented feeder? You think she's the reason why I'm gaining weight? Are you kidding? That doesn't make sense. Amber, it's insulting how you patronize people. It really is.
Been so supportive, and she's just like, she understands that.
Oh, I'm sure she is supportive. Here, honey, have another pint of Ben and Jerry's. Here, honey, kick your feet up. You need a pillow? You want me to hand you the remote? Actually, you know what? Let me operate the remote for you so you don't have to bring your arm up. You want another dozen chicken wings? I'm sure that she's very supportive.
That I need a break, but she's also like very encouraging when it comes.
Oh, I'm sure she's very encouraging as well, too. Yeah. Oh, you finished that pint of Jen and Berries? Jen and Berries. Oh, good Jesus Christ. You finished that pint of Ben and Jerry's? Oh, here, let me get you another. Oh, let me get you another. Let me get you. You think you could take down 5? You want a 6th? Do you think? I think that you should try for a 6th. Yeah, I really think that you should eat 6 pints of Jen and berries. I said it again. I'm sure she's very encouraging. Yeah, clean plate club. Yeah, honey, you left a grain of salt and a little bit of ketchup on that plate. You think you could lick that up? I just want you to be in the clean plate club. I'm sure that she's very encouraging. Mods, get them. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thanks for keeping us entertained every night. Appreciate that, mods. Get them. Thank you for becoming a member. Mods, get them. Dianosaurus Rex, thank you for becoming a member. Shame on all of us for telling her to go to therapy and deal with exactly all of this. Shame on all of our houses. Y'all don't realize the gravity of the comments that you make on the internet and how those affect people. These are real people with real feelings behind these screens. So I want you to think about that the next time that you drop a truth bomb on some of our girls. Understand what you're doing. Exactly, Diana. Haunting Journey, thank you. Robotic Entity did a comp of your funniest moments lately. I saw a couple people sending that to me on Twitter. I'll have to watch that. I'm excited too. Thank you so much, Haunting Journey.
To like things that I enjoy and love, and she knows that I love YouTube, and she's like, you know, upload when you want, but she's always like giving me cute little ideas. Like, we want to do y'all, I gathered so many questions for you guys, and I like to physically write.
Amber, no one wants to do Q&A. No one wants to see a journal. No one wants to see an agenda. I mean, you have no fresh ideas. I mean, your ideas for content as a vlogger on YouTube are as fresh as that tank top you're wearing. I mean, no one wants Q&A, especially after a month of doing nothing but Q&A on Instagram. We don't want more Q&A. Do something, do anything that isn't Q&A. Dare I say, do scratch art.
So I gathered so many questions from you guys for me and Tommy to answer. So that's something that's still like up in the air. At first I was like, I don't want to do this. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Amazon was delivered. What was I saying? So I got these so I could write down your guys' questions so Tommy and I could like pick them out randomly, so they weren't in like any specific order. We were gonna like make it a series maybe, or do it all in one video, but the video would be like hours long, I feel like, because there's a lot of questions, you guys. So many. So we went through phases where we're like, yeah, let's do this. And then I was like, no. And then she was like, no. And then we were like, yeah. And now we're kind of currently at the stage of like, sure, why not? So there are a lot of questions. So it's like, why did I even bring this up? I forget. Oh my God, the Amazon guy distracted me. What was I saying?
Oh, it's the Amazon driver's fault. My vlog of me sitting in the kitchen talking about nothing, it doesn't have a format because of the Amazon driver. The dogs barking had that frickin' Amazon driver just not have brought me a package at this very moment, this vlog would have been 10 out of 10. I would have had my train of thought. We would have accomplished so much. That freaking Amazon driver. God. How dare he? How dare he drop off a package while I'm filming? Wilson, thank you. She was in the same situation with Becky, in love but depressed. Yeah. Like, I understand. I mean, understand. I mean, just from my own experience with clinical depression. I understand how the two can coexist at the same time, but what she's describing is not that scenario. Egg allergy. So glad there's a night. The weekend, everyone else in my department called out and left me to clean a massive mess by myself. I need to laugh. Oh, God. Oh, that was nice of them. Yeah. Hey, sorry, can't come in. No, can't. I mean, egg allergy, do what you can. Do what you can. I mean, you know, don't bend over backward. I mean, a bunch of people calling out just because they know that there's a lot of work to do. That's shitty. That's shitty. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to deal with that. Tracy Saporito, I think that this depression era is about losing the mom again. No. I don't think that Amberlynn... I think that Amberlynn has a lot of contempt for that mom. I think she cares about the mom. I think that she likes the mom, but I also think that she's angry with the mom. I think that there is a large reason, because Amberlynn is all about blaming other people. She's all about blaming other people, other things. And, you know, for good reason, Amberlynn blames that mom for her upbringing. So I think that she has a lot of anger still for that mom pent up against her. And the fact that she was just so willy-nilly, easily able to get rid of her by moving to Wisconsin, I don't think that she misses the mom all that much. I mean, she misses what the mom could do for her. She misses the fact that they would go out to lunch and they would go shopping and they would giggle about stupid shit and, you know, whatever. But I think that this depression has to do with her being pent up in an area that she has no friends. She's in the house all day, every day. All she does is sit on the couch. I mean, that would be depressing for anyone. Sitting on the couch all day, every day, nothing to do. Just getting bigger. Approaching the series finale at a rapid pace. Thank you so much, Tracy. Ella May. Her lack of insight isn't surprising. It's common with personality disorders like BPD. As someone with avoidant personality disorder, therapy didn't work until I accepted my own flaws. She'll never accept her own flaws because she views accepting her own flaws as a weakness. Because if she were to accept her own flaws, that would be giving Hater Nation ammunition. So if she were to verify anything that we or the community, that anyone, any reaction channel or anyone on a forum or anyone in the comments, if she were to verify anything that anyone said, then that would be telling the haters, yes, you are right. And she can't have that.
Okay, I remember now. It's because some of you are blaming Tommy for me not uploading when no, it's like the complete opposite. Like, she's super supportive and like whatever I do, and she's just super sweet and amazing. So yeah, this is for that. So I'm gonna write the questions on here and then like fold them up, and like I want to put them in like a clear vase. I think it'll look really pretty with like the colors. And you guys, I'm telling you, there's so many questions. This angle's hectic, but I don't know. Like,
yeah, no, not the fact you've put on 50 pounds. It's the angle. Again, blaming anything. It's the Amazon driver's fault. It's the month of October's fault. It's the angle's fault. I mean, Amber, come on. Come on. Willow, thank you. Jordy Da Trend Starter, I love you, fam. Thank you thank you so much for the kind words, Willow. I appreciate that. Jada Carter, hello. Do you think it'll come to an ultimatum of YouTube versus Tommy? Which do you think that she would choose? No, because it's not being presented that way. I think that Emily is trying to kind of phase out YouTube and make it so it isn't as important to Amber anymore. But I don't think she's making it so it's becoming an unattractive option for Amberlynn to upload, but she's not being like, it's either YouTube or me. You have to pick. It's either that or... I don't think that she's doing that. So Amberlynn still has the freedom to upload and do that kind of stuff. Emily's just kind of making it so it's not as enticing to do. It's like, well, the whole reason why you upload to YouTube is to make money, right? Okay, well, what if I was the breadwinner? That's probably not the best choice of words. What if I was able to take care of you? What if I was able to put food on the table? What if I was able to go to work, come home, and you can be a live-in girlfriend? You technically don't need to upload to YouTube because YouTube, the only reason you do that is to make money. So if I'm the one making money, then you don't really need to make money. I think that she's doing like these little manipulative tactics to discourage her to upload than it is giving her an ultimatum. AV, thank you. I want to know if we think that Amberlynn actually votes. She didn't. Because I think that the window of opportunity to early vote is over. And obviously there's no way that she's going to go back to Oklahoma to vote by Tuesday. And we also have to assume, did Amberlynn even register? I mean, did she even take the 5 minutes and months past to register to vote? I don't think so. I think that Amberlynn just thinks, well, it's one vote, and that's a hassle for me, so I'm not going to. She didn't vote.
I need to do my job. I need to come on here. I need to be myself. I need to be myself. Like, I need to be myself. This is me. Like, I grew popularity in being myself. I have
isolation and financial dependence, very suspicious. That's a good point. That's a good point. In all types of situations, when you are living with a partner that is not good for you, and they're trying to manipulate you, they're trying to get power over you, it's always about isolation. If I can cut you off from your friends, your family, and I can just put you in this house all day, every day, and you can just sit on this couch, and I can come home from work, and I can be the only social interaction that you get for the day, that does something. That does something. Yeah, isolation. So Amberlynn not having a presence on YouTube, not interacting with reaction channels, not interacting with her fans. The only kind of interaction or anything that she gets is with that girl. Isolation is never a good thing. Your partner should never be deliberately or unintentionally isolating you. Your partner should encourage you to grow, meet new people, become a better you. Shouldn't be isolating you and trying to turn you into what they want you to be. Oh God, this girl gives me such the ick. She gives me such the ick. Egg allergy. I'm disabled, struggled with PTSD, and still work and take care of myself. Every time she says, oh, it's not fair, I rage more than a little. I think that a lot of people have outstanding health issues, outstanding mental health issues, and they look at Amberlynn and they're just appalled. I mean, it's like people with, like actual documented illnesses, actual documented disabilities, it's just Amberlynn sort of makes a mockery of that in a way. I agree with you. Deja vu. Hey, if Amber committed to losing weight as easily as she commits to random lesbians she met online, she would be a stick. Dumped her mom too. Oh gosh. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The amount of effort that Amberlynn puts into certain stuff, if she would take a little bit of that, a little bit of that willpower, a little bit of that enthusiasm, and apply it to losing weight, I mean, Amberlynn Hadid, here we come. Dumped her mom too. I mean, I'll say it again. I think that she has contempt for the mom. I think that there are unresolved issues for the mom. I think that she loves the mom because, it's her mom. And I think that she wants to have that part of her that realizes, okay, you're a large part of the reason why I grew up the way that I did and have all the problems that I do. But I also kind of just want to move on, and I want to cherish the time that we have together instead of constantly looking back and blaming you for those things. But I don't think that Amberlynn's that kind of person. I don't think that she can forgive and forget when it comes to the mom. I think that she holds some type of animosity toward her.
Lessened in popularity by watering down who I am. That's eye-opening. That the Amberlynn that has more personality and shows more of her vulnerable side and isn't afraid to be yeah, this is me. That Amberlynn is the Amberlynn that people came here for. I'm gonna go ahead and assume. As much as
you haven't been that Amberlynn for a very long time, and I would be shocked if we were to see that Amberlynn throughout the remainder of your YouTube career.
People like to talk shit and say what they gotta say, which is a lot. deep down, it's like, you're here for a reason, I'm assuming. So I don't know. Like, anyways, oh, and I uploaded a TikTok and an Instagram of calling myself like a fat squirrel because the sound went viral because this lady on TikTok really was like filming a squirrel saying, look at this morbidly obese squirrel. Like, it's literally so funny. And TikTok and Instagram thought that I was bullying myself. So they took it down because they were like, you're bullying. And I was like, no, I'm not. It's just so funny. And like, so many people have used that.
The amount of reports that Amberlynn has made about other people bullying her, making fun of her, violating TOS, harassing her, whatever. The amount of reports that Amberlynn has made against other people on the internet, and nothing has been done about it. But she puts up a video of herself and it gets flagged for bullying. I mean, that is just such a troll victory. Because you know what happened. You know what happened. A lot of people reported. Usually, things only happen to accounts and punishments are only administered if a lot of people report it. If like 10 people report it or like 20 people report it, someone might take a look at it, might give a decision, might do something. Usually probably not. But when somebody gets massively reported, like thousands and thousands of reports, that's when they do something to your account, or that's when an actual human looks at the situation and decides if they're going to do something to your account. So it's just so I mean, all these times that Amberlynn has tried to get reaction channels in trouble or other people in trouble for violating TOS against harassing and bullying, nothing has ever been done. But when it comes to her own video, harassment and bullying. I love it.
That sound because the original has 8.1 million likes. So many people have used that sound and they're not getting their stuff taken down, but they took down mine because they thought that I was bullying myself. And I had to like reach out and be like, I'm not bullying myself. Like I did like a little appeal thing, but TikTok still was like, no. You're bullying. Hey, girl, who am I bullying?
She's bullying herself. Oh my gosh. All of the times the Amberlynn has tried to get people talking shit on her in trouble, and then she gets in trouble for making fun of herself. Amber, you know what? You need to stop putting this woman down. That's what you need to stop coming onto the internet. You need to stop calling her names. You need to stop calling her fat. You need to stop saying these things, Amber. This is bullying and harassment. I think that Amberlynn needs to be dealt with swift consequence.
Bullying. Like, I just thought it was so funny and cute. Like, I was scrolling the TikTok, and when I saw that squirrel and I heard the sound, I was like, that is genuinely, like, that made me laugh. I was like, I need that, like, laughter. So then, you guys know me, like, I'm, like, a comedic girly, like a troll. Like, that's funny. Like, to me, that's funny. That's lighthearted, in my opinion. It's
a comedic girly. Where does she come up with this? No, thank you for the super sticker. Mo Fairbanks, thank you. She's always chasing a high, and when she inevitably tries chasing it again, not realizing it's normal to not feel manic 24/7. I grew up with addicts, and watching her is ringing so many bells. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Golden Lover, thank you. Explain the I have to help a girl out. That's from a video of Chantal's. Chantal was trying to clap back at the audience by saying that she had records from a vet to prove that the cat was in good health. And she went, I have. And then she realized that she didn't have any proof. So then she just like stopped talking after that. If you Google like Foodie Beauty BBJ Rage, you'll find that video. Key, thank you. This whole video is just boo, feel bad for me, excuses for days. Get it together, Amber. Woe is me. Very woe is me. Martyr Lynn. Martyr Lynn. The cross that she bears.
It's funny to me. Like, sometimes you gotta take a dark situation and you gotta make it funny. I have been so depressed. I have been self-loathing. After time of like finding myself and loving myself, but it's like mental illness, folks. Mental illness. It's not fun. By the way, my bra, like, this is so hecticana. My bra has a little like
hecticana. My bra is so hecticana.
Lump right here. And you guys want to know why? I'll take my phone and I'll be like, oh, fuck a purse. Fuck a pocket. Like, most of my dresses have pockets. Fuck a pocket. And I'll stick it right here. And it's like...
Yeah, I mean, your body at this point has built-in pockets. I'm just saying. You really could. You could, like, hide stuff in there. You don't need a pocket. You don't need a purse. You don't need stuff. Just shove it in. It'll stay put. Trust me. It will stay put. Pockets. You have built-in pockets. I tell you, I always make reference to this sometimes. There's an episode of My 600-Pound Life where the woman, it was like the most screwed up episode ever. They were leasing a garage and living in it. So, you know how like some people will lease a room, like they'll live in the room with like multiple people in the house. I mean, this person was leasing a garage, this like 600-pound person and her husband. And it was like a trap house. It was kind of like a weird, sketchy situation. And the cops actually raided the house and came into the garage, and you open up the garage door and you see this like 600-pound person sitting on the floor. What they were actually doing a drug raid in the house. And when they looked at this person on the garage floor, they actually searched the person for drugs. I'm not talking about like in their pockets or, you know, like they like pulled up fat to see if there were like drugs under the flabs. I'm not kidding. There's actually an episode of 600-Pound Life where that happened. I mean, that has got to be the most humiliating, embarrassing thing that can happen. It's like, you know, we're going to tear up your whole house looking for drugs, and then we're going to pull up flaps to see if you're hiding it inside of you. That is like one of the most humiliating things. I mean, that and the fact that in another episode, they would take the one woman out on the front porch and hose her down as a shower. I mean, it's just like at that point, your self-esteem has checked out and, you know, gone to another country at that point. Bells, thank you. Amberlynn will go to therapy when she gets WLS. Two nevers. Sarah Sweet Tea, thank you. Snowflake was right. Listen to that high voice. No. Oh, gosh. Granny Noodles, thank you. Those dogs barking didn't sound like Twinkie. It's Twinkie and other dogs. So I guess Twinkie now has stepbrothers and stepsisters. Senior dogs don't like change. Senior dogs, they don't like their routine to be upset. They don't like new shit. They want to sit around. They want to have their daily routine. They want their meals at the exact minute every day. They want to do what they want to do. It's very much so on their own accord. But with Amber, it's like, okay, too bad. This bitch DM'd me on TikTok, so we're going to go live with her. I don't care, Twinkie. New routine. You can get used to it. It's sad. Megan Black and Decker Becker, thank you. I looked up DBT therapy, and this whole stream addresses all the key points under the definition, except self-harm being the way to deal with BPD. Dr. Google. Oh, boy. Interesting. Thank you so much for saying that in, Megan. Don't forget to like the stream. That is true. If you guys would just take a second on YouTube, go ahead and press that thumbs up button. Look at my curved thumb. Come on, look at that. How often do you see a thumb curved like that? Here, I guess I could make it more normal. Come on, like the stream for my curved thumb.
In the same designated area, and I've had this bra for so long, so it's like literally my phone has made a lump right there. So, random facts. All right, you guys. So I don't really know what the point of this video was, but I just needed to get a little bit off of my chest. Just a little bit. There's more there, trust me, and you guys will be hearing more about it. I need to be myself to the best of my ability. I will still have a wall up. I'm still going to have a wall up. There is a lot that has happened in my 11 years on YouTube that has made me like take steps back, lots of steps back. Like I'll take one step forward.
Not really. I mean, honestly, not really. If you look at Amberlynn's life from start to finish on her YouTube channel, not much has changed. I mean, yeah, she's yo-yoed the same 80 pounds. She's been in the same kind of dysfunctional relationship with different girls, and she's moved a couple times. There has been so much that has happened in the 11 years that not really. You eat like shit. You have bad habits. You treat other people like shit. You move around every so often. I mean, not really, Amber.
Forward, 5 steps back. And right now we're going to take a couple steps forward and we're going to try to stay there for a little bit. I'm done rambling. I'm gonna go open my Amazon package. I think it's a new perfume. Love me a perfume. It's actually not a new one completely. I mean, it's a new perfume, but it's a perfume that I just recently emptied. And I was like, this is one of my favorite perfumes. It's like Ambery Vanilla or something like that by Dossier. I could be so wrong. But it's like one of my favorite perfumes. And I'm telling you, so I used it all and I said, your girl needs to order another one. So that came in the mail and I'm super excited. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I love you guys. And thank you guys for being like super kind. There's so many of you who are like, Amberlynn, take your time. You owe us nothing. So thank you to those who are patient with me. I greatly appreciate that. And I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
There's so many of you out there that say, Amberlynn, take your time. You don't owe us anything. I love that. I love people that don't encourage me or push me to do my obligations in life. I just thank you so much. If you're one of those people out there that are just okay with me not working and getting bigger and living with someone that's toxic for me, seriously, a heartfelt thank you. Heart hands. If you're out there encouraging me to continue to live the same dismal, dysfunctional life, just know, thank you. Thank you. Christ. Kate Tails, I have bipolar and will have to take meds the rest of my life. I hate it. I wish I could stop, but refuse to hurt everyone. Your mental illness isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility. Well said. Well said, Kate Tails. Thank you so much for sending that in. I think that you hit the nail right on the head. Aisha, thank you again. Unrelated, but I want to invite you and everyone to one of the biggest winter places in Dubai, the Global Village. I paid $1,400 just to have VIP access. Oh my gosh. You know, you've made mention before of living it up in Dubai. That sounds awesome, Aisha. Oh my gosh. Living the good life out there. That is fun. Thank you for sharing that. I hope you have a great time at the Global Village. The clock is a metaphor for her. Well, like it's counting down. Bad. Joshua Bassi, thank you. Can we get some love to my partner, Chase? She's become your biggest fan, and after having a rough day, she actually happily cried when you went live. Oh my gosh. Oh, as I break the desk again. Well, thank you so much for that, Chase. I really appreciate you enjoying my content to the extent that you do. It's bringing you to tears, and not because it's boring. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Your partner, Josh, seems like an awesome guy. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, Chase. Jessica Supples, thank you for 9 months. Holy cow, another baby. 13 weeks with my third child, and along comes a shorty baby. Hoping this pregnancy goes by as fast as these last 9 months. Love you, Tor. Thank you so much, Jessica. Continued success and luck for your actual child. That's going to be quite the change. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jessica. Body pockets. Body pockets. I mean, y'all, I'm saying there are some benefits to being big. I mean, you have more buoyant skin, so less wrinkles, and you get built-in pockets. And, you know, sometimes some of the girls, they have like almost like places on their body to rest their arms. Like there's like this like certain flab that certain people have beneath their shoulder blade that it like kind of makes a cushion so that they can rest their arm on it. I mean, I'm not saying being fat's not all bad. Jap C, thank you. It's giving karma era. Is Amberlynn living out her karma? That's another way to look at it. K Key, thank you. Amberlynn uses diets and journaling to feel accomplished in her day. Now all she has are Legos, feeding Twinkie, and food. There's nothing to feel proud. There's nothing to feel proud about anymore. It's a very empty life. It's a very empty life. I mean, her just sitting around all day, every day. I mean, there's no end game. At least last year, she was always in the pursuit of finding a new companion, which can be exciting. Some people find dating arduous. But for her, it's like, well, it's exciting because I don't know where the possibilities can lead to. Once you find a partner, it's kind of like, well, my search is over. I kind of have to be happy with what I have settled on. So she has a partner. She's no longer in pursuit of other girls. And she just has food and sitting around to look forward to. That's depressing. Lauren alums, thank you. How does she have enough money to pay the empty apartment and take so much time off? She has no viewers. It's better to watch review channels. Amberlynn's been on YouTube for a while. And if you think about it, Amberlynn doesn't really need to spend that much money. I mean, she has to pay for her health insurance, which I mean can be a tax write-off. But she has to pay for her health insurance. She has to pay for her food. She has to pay for any of the little incidentals for the pets. She has to pay for her clothes. But I mean, there's a lot of things that Amberlynn doesn't have to pay for. I mean, it's just her. So it's not like she has to pay for kids. It's not like she has to have a car payment. I mean, so I think that over the years, Amberlynn has made a lot of money and has kind of let it sit in a savings account. So I think that she's able to just, let a few months go by where she doesn't really have to worry about having enough views to pay for stuff. So I think that she's doing okay financially for the time being. Minsure Warehouse. At this point, all I see is Pearl from SpongeBob feeling sorry for herself. Oh my gosh. It's all about you, Pearl, on your 16th birthday. You've got your very own spotlight tonight, 'cause it's all about you. Yeah, it's all about Pearl. Special girl. You got boys who cry. Oh, gosh. Thank you so much, Minsure Warehouse. Rachel Danderfield, hello. Did Amberlynn admit to BPD before or after DMing Alexis? I don't know. But I have seen people say that she kind of talked about this BPD thing a whole lot more since Alexis admitted having to BPD, because she wanted to be quirky and cute and fun by saying that she had BPD, because Alexis does. So it's kind of like no one can ever have their own thing. It's like Alexis has to get to, if Alexis has something, well, then I have to have it too. But I mean, Amber's done that since the beginning of time. I mean, when Crystal had OCD, she had OCD. I mean, when other people have problems, that she magically has a worse problem or something very similar. It's just she's quirky like that. Sydney Chison, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that, Sydney. Lance, hey Lance, my boyfriend just walked in the room and said, "What if we got Tommy to date Eugenia Cooney?" Oh my gosh. Oh boy. The thing about Emily, well, I understand what you're trying to say, but I think that feeding people, I think that they like to start out with someone that kind of has a framework. So it's like someone who has those kind of tendencies. So you can't really take someone that is height, weight proportional. I mean, I'm sure that you could, but it's more likely to take on a project that is more likely to get worse and worse than it is to just completely throw someone into this way of thinking. You know, it'd be hard to take someone that was like height weight proportional, or, you know, Eugenia, what's going on with Eugenia, and try to get them. I feel like there would be less of a success rate. There would be more of a success rate for people who have the tendency to binge and, you know, sit around and be lazy and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm just trying to put my mind in their frame. Sydney, thank you again. I guess I accidentally sent a blank super chat. It's been a long day. Genuine question. Do you think that Amber's scared at all? She has to know she's in danger. Yeah, I think that she's scared. I think that she's scared that she doesn't realize what she's gotten herself into. She doesn't realize what, but I think that she is trying to quell all of that anxiety and all of that scary stuff in her mind with just burying her head in the sand. Well, if I don't think about it, then it's not scary. If I just let her love me the way that she wants to love me, then I don't have to think about all the scary stuff. I would be afraid if I was her. I'd be very afraid. She doesn't know what she's gotten herself into. And it's kind of, the really scary part is the only way out of this is if she lets her go. Because Amber won't leave. The girls don't leave. LB, thank you. After a few years in Girl World, you've gained my Super Chat V card. Your wit and humor have gotten me through many work shifts and bad days. Thank you for making me laugh while still showing care and grace. Thank you so much for that, LB. I appreciate that. Always nice to hear that you guys find these streams entertaining. Thank you so much for sending that in, LB. Hopefully I can be around during a lot more of your shifts. Appreciate that, LB. Puffin Time, thank you for becoming a member. We also have Hectic Llama coming in hot with a membership. Thank you so much, guys. Hello, hello to Puffin Time and Hectic Llama. Ginseng Tea, thank you. Shout out my wife Sophie for getting me into Girl World. Shout out to Sophie. Thank you for recruiting another member into Girl World. We can always use one more. Thank you so much, Sophie and Ginseng Tea. Rice Noodles, hey, did Emily put Amber in a pig pen? So hectic. Oh my God. Did Emily put Amber in a pig pen? Oh my gosh. You know, like those baby gates that you can put up to like confine a toddler to a certain area of your house? Seriously, if Emily did that, if she got up in the morning and just kind of like put Amberlynn on the couch in the living room and put up a gate, could you call that a pig pen? I might have to steal that, Rice Noodles. Oh, God. Miyagi, thank you for 6 months of membership on YouTube. Welcome back, Miyagi. Eugenia uploaded on YouTube. Did she? I didn't know that. Huh. It's been a while. Prison Becky, thank you. Like if you're obese and have crumbs in your bed. If you are obese and have crumbs in your bed, like the stream. Val, hey. Happy to catch another Geordie Life, slowly getting my partner into the Amberverse through you. Oh my gosh. More indoctrination. I love to hear it. Let us know if you end up being successful. And if you don't end up being successful, push harder. Thank you, Val. No, thank you so much for the super chat. I also accidentally sent a blank super chat, but was too embarrassed to say anything. You're so brave. Thank you so much. No, I appreciate your super chats. Oh my gosh. Don't feel embarrassed. There are some people on the internet that should feel embarrassed, but don't. So, you know, you're good. All good. She definitely has mental health issues, but diagnosed, I highly doubt it. She says that she gets diagnosed by people. I mean, Amberlynn, to me, she never sees doctors, psychiatrists. I mean, she never sees anyone that could make a formal diagnosis long enough for them to make a formal diagnosis. Like, I don't think that you go in and talk to somebody once or ChatGPT. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that if some of her diagnoses have come from ChatGPT. Well, what you are describing is indicative of blank blank disorder. Oh my god! I have blank blank disorder. That's not the same as being diagnosed, but I don't know. Holy cow! Vicky G with 50 gifted memberships. Holy cow! Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. New memberships are still coming in hot. I would love if you all would spam the Argentina flag in the chat for Miss Vicky G's 50. I haven't seen one that high since Fred. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Vicky. That is incredibly generous of you to do. Oh my God. 50 new members. Look at all those stars in the chat. They're still going out. As I speak, they're still going out. The gifted memberships. Someone named Shartnado got a membership. Shartnado. Oh my gosh. Vicky, that is insanely generous of you. Thank you so much for doing that. Holy cow. Whew. Hot damn. Hot damn. I have 50 gifted memberships. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Whew. Well, y'all, normally I like to end the streams on a high note. I would say that that's a high note. I would say that that is a high note indeed. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Vicky. Seriously. Jeez, oh wheeze. Well, we have covered Amberlynn's latest vlog. I don't know when we are going to see a new one. Maybe sometime this week, maybe nothing at all. But for the tentative schedule in the upcoming week, we have a little bit of Q&A to finish. So we have a little bit of that, and then we should be caught up. Amberlynn, to my knowledge, has no more plans to do any more Q&A. So the next Q&A that we do will be the last of it. So maybe we'll finish up the Q&A this week if she doesn't plan on uploading. Chantal has some uploads. So tentatively for tomorrow, I haven't made up my mind yet if we want to do Chantal or if we want to do Amber. Maybe we'll do Chantal. Maybe we'll do Chantal because, I don't know, 2 nights of Amber. Maybe that's what we'll do. So tomorrow, plan for Chantal tentatively. And maybe we'll do Amber the following. Everyone remember to vote. If you are in the United States and you have the ability to get out and vote Tuesday, I encourage you to do so. Voting is your way of making your voice heard. It's important. Don't think that your one vote doesn't matter, because it does. It does. Get out there and make your voice heard. But more important than voting, go ahead and like the stream, please. Choosing the next president. Yeah, okay. What? All right. Liking, oh lordy, it's Jordy's YouTube stream. Oh, I mean, come on. Even more important than voting. Stupid. Oh, I love it. Oh, goodness. All right, everybody. Well, I think that is going to be it for our Sunday night live stream. I hope everybody has a good week this week. Thank you so much for checking in with our girl. We are caught up on her latest vlog, so hey, we got something done. I like it. Okay, everybody. We are going to end it here. Go forth, be normal, do things that would be considered normal by Chantal, because really that's the only validation that you should be seeking in life, is that of Chantal's. So I will see you all very soon. Thank you for being here. Vicky, thank you again for the very generous membership donation. I really appreciate that.